What's up, everyone? My name is Eric, and this is Movie Was.
What do you see? Light. Darkness. A balance. So much bigger.
I only know one truth. It's time for the Jedi to end.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It picks up right after the events of Force Awakens. So after the destruction of the capital planet in the previous movie, the First Order now rule the galaxy and look to snuff out Princess Leia's resistance once and for all. Meanwhile, Rey, with her raw powers of the Force growing, has sought out Luke Skywalker in hopes of helping her develop and control her new powers. This movie was disappointing. It's all over the map, and honestly, it's pretty bad. I would say it's only a hair better than the best of the prequels, and I hate the prequels. There are just so many things that didn't work in The Last Jedi, and I'm going to do my best to keep this a spoiler-free review for you all. I was actually bored in the movie. Not bored because nothing was going on, but bored because I never got sucked into the movie. I think this was because there was not a good flow from one storyline to the next. Just when you're kind of getting into one story, they would cut to another one, and you just kind of lose your footing in the storyline. Which leads me to my next problem: too many stories. I believe this tops the Star Wars list with 4 storylines, all happening simultaneously throughout the entire movie. And of course, those storylines have secondary storylines of their own, which makes the whole thing just a muddy mess. It's not confusing, it's just, it makes the movie feel rushed because they're having to cover all these unnecessary storylines when they really should be focusing on the main plot of this movie. And honestly, I don't really know what the plot of this movie is. But I'll get into that more in my spoiled review, so keep an eye out for that. Jokes. Everyone's got jokes. There were just way too many of them. Some were funny, but I would say 80 to 90% of them didn't land well, or they were put in odd places that kind of pulled you out of the movie, which, as I mentioned earlier, ruined the flow of this movie. Alright, there's just a bunch more things that really bothered me in the movie, but I don't want to get into it here, otherwise this review is going to be 40 minutes long, and no one really wants that. So I'll just list them real quick. The movie was too video gamey, a lot of complete this task, alright, on to the next one, alright, now do this one. So it made it really choppy. The practical effects, they were not good. The porgs, those little bird things, they were cute, but they just didn't look great, as well as a lot of the aliens on the Vegas planet. Oh, and I gotta say, that is not how space works. You'll understand when you see the scene. Now, it's not all bad. There's a lot of stuff that I liked about the movie. The space battles were really cool. There's one in particular where the visual and sound design were just handled amazingly. And the battle on the white and red planet visually just is striking. The new AT-AT walkers, those were super cool looking. There was a lot of fun stuff that I liked. I also really liked both Kylo Ren and Rey's story arcs and their development in this movie. I wish they focused more on that, and I wanted to see more, and it really should have been the focus of the plot of this movie and this chapter of the whole Skywalker saga. This movie was disappointing, especially coming off the heels of Rogue One and Force Awakens, which I loved both of those movies. This one, the story was just scattered and all over the place. It was not a good movie, and it really felt like a slightly better version of the best of the prequels. That's the best way I can kind of sum this up. And because of that, I have to give Star Wars Last Jedi 5 out of 10 stars. Sorry. If you want more Movie Was, click those like and subscribe buttons. And leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of Star Wars The Last Jedi and my review. My name is Eric, and as always, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, this movie's long. It's over 2.5 hours long, so don't buy the 96-ounce vat of soda. Your bladder will thank you.